that I wanted to relate it to. It's very similar, right? And it's called an archer, right? An archer has a similar Hebrew word, and I just want to make the clear distinction, right? Because of course from here, brothers who come to class and learn some Hebrew, what you're gonna do after this is you're gonna be applying it to the Hebrew that you will read on the Sabbath service, right? Right. So these are the two words that commonly get mixed up when reading the Hebrew. I want to make a clear distinction. Even when I go in the Strong's Concordance, they will have. Sir. Even when we go in the Strong's Concordance, right? I have here the word for teach in Exodus 4 and 12. And the concordance word comes up in there. Can you see it? Sir. Right? The concordance. Yeah, the concordance gives you the same two Hebrew words there, right? The same ones I have on the board. And these two are not the same. They're not the same, but the concordance always does this thing where it does not help you to retain some of these Hebrew words. So what you got to do is you must explore the distinctions. All right. So that was what was it again? Genesis, Exodus. You say Exodus 4 and 12. Count the water. Exodus 4 and 12. 4. Okay. Okay. So when I go there, we have a compound selection here. We got wa ha wa ra yath yaka, right? That's my tablet. So, but you're absolutely correct. Absolutely, let's make sure our phones are vibrate rather, right? Or phones on mute. Okay. So now, of course, in a situation like this, you have to first don't get what do you call it again? When people panic, don't panic, right? You look at this, and this is it frozen? It's frozen. Oh, okay, we're good now, right? What you do is, right? You have to eliminate the prepositions and the possessives. So, being that, what's the name again? Thomas, right? There's a fundamental order procedure that you have to have in learning Hebrew, right? And that is to identify what we call the 1, 2, 3 process, right? In Hebrew, you write from right to left, right? So here's 1, starting on the right, 2 in the middle, and then 3, right? And then sometimes there's a 4 above, and this allotment for 4 will be for cases where you got to use the tenses ing or ed in what you consider in English, right? So there's going to be a tense that's going to consist of either a wa to meaning ing or a ya to mean ed, right? So I'm writing out in English letters just so we can properly retain it with our how we speak our verbiage. All right, good. Now, place number 1. This is the first Hebrew letters per se. We call them characters, but for the understanding of the general viewership, right? The first Hebrew letters are more than likely going to be prepositions, right? Preposition, and they mean just that. The word in position is number 2, but pre means before the preposition. So the preposition is likened to the root word, right? The root word goes right in the middle. Let me place that root word a little better, because that has to be the center of attention at all times when reading anything in Hebrew, right? Root word. right? The word position is for the root word. Preposition means before the root word, right? So the root word is going to be in the center, right? The root word is always centered in the tenses, right? And then after the root word, you're going to have what is called before we get there, some examples of prepositions, as you would consider them in English, would be stuff like ha, the, right? And just think of things you begin a sentence with. The, and, right? He, she, right? Things you begin a sentence with, right? You will, I will, right? You will, I will, right? These are things that are all put into your prepositions, right? Okay? Then you have the root word, which would be what you're basing it around, usually a noun or a verb, right? Goes here, right? Your nouns and verbs is your root words, right? And then this space over here is for your possessives. Possessives, right? Possessives mean belonging to someone. So this is your his, her, their, our, right? Them, all right? That all goes at the end, right? To just make sure there's a clear distinction, okay? So let me get this arrow out of here so no one gets confused, right? And we're gonna you have to cement this process into your mind. Anything you read in Hebrew uses this process. If you don't have this process, you're not gonna know what the hell you're reading. All right? 1, 2, 3. We do it all the time. Yahweh in the greeting, right? Yahweh is a name. Yahweh would be a root word. All right? Good. What's after that? Space. Ba Hashem. So now you start again. Ba is a preposition to mean in. Right? In. Ha is a preposition to mean the. Right? These are prepositions. And then what? Baha Shem. Shem means name. Name is the root word, Sham. Right? There's no possessive. There's no possessive on Yahweh. There's no possessive on Ba Shem. Right? Then what's next? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai doesn't have a preposition. It doesn't have a possessive. It's just a root word by itself. And then Barak and then Athar. Well, in many cases in the Bible, you see bless you, you see Barak Ka. Barak would have been a root word, right? Ka would have been a possessive. But if we wrote it in a formal way, where formally they're written by themselves as root words, all right? Good. Leave it on the board. Okay. You've all heard of examples like this. I don't know if you've ever heard someone say shalom to you before. You ever heard someone say shalom?
I've heard shalom.
You've heard shalom is a good one, right?
But now I see people saying shalom. Is that what you're talking about? With an A?
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So O in the Jewish man's dialect is written as a wa. Right? So that's how they break up their wording, right? O in Yiddish, right? In the Jewish man's dialect is written with a wa. I need the book, the Yale book, you know what I'm talking about, right? So we're gonna get a book from Yale University called the Biblical Hebrew Text and Workbook by Vicky Hoffer, Rebecca Apps Wright. What's the other broad's name? Vicky Hoffer, right? Bonnie Pedrati, Kittle, right? And these are Jewish scholars, and they're gonna explain this thing right here to her, right? Got it? Page 3. Okay. And this book, you can get this book on Amazon for $60, $70. Right? it's a book from Yale University, right? We're gonna show you. Show them at first that it's from Yale, right? Because black folk teaching Hebrew, you know, black and Latino folk teaching anything, they look at it like it's like it's rhetoric, like it's not real. Get the page where it says New Haven, that part right there. You show them that part right there, right? This is where this book came from, right? So they know that we're not making this thing up. This is not rhetoric. You know, this is not filibustering. That all American word, filibustering. Okay, we got page 3. All right. Right there. There we go. Bubba, shall I read it nice and loud?
Come on. The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world.
Now, the Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world. So there's a lot of black and Latino folks that always want to try to find the oldest culture to follow. Right. Read it again.
The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world.
When it comes to language, when it comes to writing, Hebrew is the oldest in the world. It's the first, and according to the Bible, will be the last. Right. The Alpha and the Omega. It's the first writing system on the planet. Right? It's the first language on the planet, according to the Bible. According to Yale University. Right? So, you know, us in the UPK, the men before us, the men after us, we're not making this up. Read.
Still in use today.
Still in use today, referring to the Jewish man. He still uses this today. But other than that, the original dialect is what they call a dead language, because the people that spoke it now speak English, Spanish, and Creole. Right? Keep reading.
French,
right?
Our own alphabet is a descendant of it.
Our own alphabet referring to the English. If I get a piece of the board here, that's all right. So how we got A, B, C, D, right? In the Hebrew, it will be A, Ba, Ga, Da, right? So what they're saying is the English alphabet came from the Hebrew. Yale University said that. Right. That's the education that you can't afford. If you was to get that education, if you was to get the money to get that education, you'll be learning the same thing that we learning here on a Friday. Right? Keep reading.
Our own alphabet is a descendant of it.
Our own alphabet, the English, the Spanish, the French, is a descendant of the Hebrew. Read.
By a circuitous route.
Circuitous route, meaning they look at it as it was Hebrew, then Greek and Latin, and then English, Spanish, French, and then Jewish. They're looking at it like a circle. Right. It's not so, all right? It's not so, right? Keep reading.
The text of the Hebrew Bible we use today reflects several periods of development.
What are they saying? They're saying from the biblical Hebrew, the Jewish man's Hebrew has had quote-unquote developments onto it to why it's not the same. So you'll see little dots around it. You see what we just mentioned right here that they're gonna go into right here, adding O's into the language. Where in the Yiddish they'll be adding this figure right here, that's like that. This is the same as this, right? The sound of this Hebrew character will be a wa, right? The same one we got over here, right? Okay, keep reading.
Originally, only the consonants were used.
What?
Originally.
What does originally mean?
First.
Huh? First, right? Right? Hence the root word of originally, origin. In the origin of Hebrew. Read again.
Originally.
In the origin of Hebrew. Read.
Only
what?
Only
what?
The consonants.
Only the consonants
were used.
Meaning what? There was no vowels. There was no vowel sounds in the Hebrew. There was no additional A. There was no E sounds, no I, O, or U. You couldn't find these in Hebrew, according to Jewish scholars. According to Jewish, name these scholars again.
Okay.
Yeah, show on the camera for them bubble shut. But they think we lied here. They think the Isupk made up a language. That's the rumors on the street by fake Israelites. You can see. You can show it to him too.
Cause it's frozen.
It's frozen. All right. I wonder if we got sound. You can.
No, I checked the sound. We tore up on the sound.
Okay.
You could check if you're on the internet, sir.
Yeah, let me see if we can
Just double check.
Right quick, right?
The name of, as you can see here, Bonnie Petrotti Kittel, Vicky Hoffer, and Rebecca Abs Wright. Biblical Hebrew, a text and workbook from Yale University Press, New Haven, and London.
Okay. Let me get some of this TikTok on here too. I'm gonna get this TikTok over here rolling. Okay.
You got one question in the chat, sir.
Bubble show.
Quantos say shalom,
What's going on, Quatazar, man? My brother. How you doing,
Sorry, Christ. You got the Kaya. He says, Salakia, sir, is it possible for us to make new words with Hebrew? Like if I wanted to say computer or airplane.
Yes, that's how all words are made, right? Oh, the other day I was teaching. We was on the street, and we was teaching the word slavery, right? Bondage, right? And we know even the Egyptians have this name, right? And the name in the English is Mizraim, right? Mizraim in English, right? In the Hebrew is written Ma Tazar Yum, right? Ma Tazar Yum, right? Now, just like all things, just like the procedure we have here, right, to build up a compound word or structure, right? These things also make compound words. You can break them down the same way, right? So we know that yum, right? I'm gonna write it out in the English, right? In the English letters, ma tazar yum, right? Let's break it down. Yum is our way of pluralizing things. So it's adding an X to say more than one. Okay? Matazar is the word for bondage, right? Bondage. Like bondage, right? Right, that's the bondage. Let me put this else. Let me put this aside, right? Bondage, bondage is slavery, right? Now, from what we know, all the Hebrew texts that we have, ma is the preposition to mean of. Of, from, of, or from is the same thing in English. English is a very silly language, but they need both of these, right? In Spanish, they take that, right? Right? In Spanish, don't do the same thing for everything. Well, that's how it is in Hebrew. You just ma for everything that is of something or from something. Okay? Right? Tazar, this word tazar, we say straight. Not straight like a straight line, but straight like a straight path in a rocky place, in a place that's, it's a mountain, but then there's a crack. We can walk through this straight and down. All right? Well, when you're in bondage, you're in streets. You know what I mean? You're forced to live a life where your life is get up in the morning, alarm clock, drink your coffee, have your egg and your toast, and get the hell out of your house to get to work on time because 1 minute later you'll be fired. Leave your job, you go home, probably wash, and then you go party on Friday night, start off on Monday. And you cannot get out of that lifestyle. That's called bondage. That's called straight. Right? Meanwhile, if you're free, you don't have to live that life. You know what I mean? You get up in the morning and say, We got stuff to make. Oh, we got freedom. Instead of going on this straight line, we're gonna curve to the left a little bit because everything's gonna be okay. But you're not giving that freedom. You have a straight and narrow path. If you don't go to work, you don't have nowhere to live. You don't eat. Your children don't eat. You see what I'm saying? TikTok good there?
TikTok to watch.
Okay, good.
If you have any question on TikTok, just type in okay, it's a Hebrew class going on.
Absolutely correct, right? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? 2279, third act, all right? Good, right? So that's how that word is made. We can do that with anyone. We can do that with these names. We can do that with names. We can do that with anything, right? Okay? And all languages are built up off of this structure. Okay? Okay, good. There was something else. Yeah, the question online. We again, I think this was the question.
The sister, the Kaya, is it possible for us to be newer Hebrew?
Okay, the Kaya is the name itself, right? Da, right? In the Hebrew, it's do. The English word do comes from the Hebrew da, based on what we read in that book from here. They said that Hebrew, the English comes from Hebrew. The letters, everything come from Hebrew. And here's a Hebrew word, da, that's used as a preposition. And then there's an English word, do. And do in English translates da. And which one is a father, which one is a son? Right? Give me Ecclesiasticus 30 Ecclesiasticus 30 and 4. Right? And his name is Kaya. Kaya, right? Kaya is life. Right? And by the way, that do, that means do or make. Right? So that's what his name Kaya means. Right? Make life, maker of life. Make life. Okay? So your name was made like that, and then other names are made like that. You have names like that in the Bible, where there was a place called the Jordan. Right? Why was the Jordan called the Jordan? Right? Let's get Jordan. You've heard of Jordan. Michael Jordan. Right? Any kind of Jordan. Jordan Smith. Jaden Smith or whatever. Right? It is Jordan. Jordan. Where did this come from? Right? In the Hebrew, right? Yah, Ra, Dan, right? So in our Hebrew, right? The original Hebrew, Yah, Ra, Dan, right? Yah, Ra, Dan, right? Good, right? Being that a root word, very important. Every single root word in Hebrew consists of 2 or 3 Hebrew characters. When you see a word that has more than one, it's like it has an additional 1 character on top of these 2 or 3, then that's something that can be broken down. All right? So Jordan in Hebrew has 4 Hebrew characters. A root word is 2 or 3 Hebrew characters. Now, on the end of Jordan, we have this na right here, right, which is short, which is taken from a 1, right? But for the accelerated core of Hebrew, for your understanding, right, this na right here is not, right, which has what you consider. So this would be father of the letter N, right? For your accelerated education in Hebrew, I need you to remember this and keep this as a tool of how to transliterate or to translate Hebrew to English. I'm going to say, if you see a person or place, to consider that the N at the end of a word means noun. Okay?
So can you say that again?
The N.
The N at the end.
At the end of a Hebrew word. Right? Not in all cases, in very few cases, right? It means noun. Now that's not, you're not gonna look at any book and see that, but I'm trying to give you what it is, right? And now it is a person, place, or thing. Jordan is a place, right? And when I'm saying that, I'm saying that because of to take off the yarad off Yaradan. Yarad, which is this right here. Yarad means to descend. That's what Yarad means. That's the root word of Jordan. This will technically be the Jordan, this Jordan right here. Right? That Jordan, Yarad. Okay? And that thing means to descend. Now let me get a book. Let's get a biblical big dictionary. Let's see if we can find a dictionary. Let's just get Jordan in here. What kind of place the Jordan is? I don't know if we can get a Google definition. Also, if you have any questions online in the class, please don't be shy. I know even the brothers in the street, we sound very rough, but we are your brothers. We love the 12 tribes of Israel. We are family. All right, so don't ever feel shy, even when you're sitting on the streets. Right, we're not GMS, we're not IUIC, right? It's actually contrary to what you believe. It's illegal in the school. It's illegal to have a personal attack to someone on the street. Like we're not allowed to attack people on the street unless we're made to defend ourselves from the public out there. So there's never a time where someone walks past and we can say, "You, who's thinking cigarette smoker," right? That's actually illegal in the ISUPK. Like, so if something like that happens at a camp, right? The brother who does that, he gets immediately told to stop it, or he gets taken off the mic. That's a thing in the UK. We're not like the fake Israelite groups that you see do that. That they be made to do that because, of course, what we do here is preparing the Black and Latino community, which is against the progression of America. So you need for America to keep going and remain strong, to keep the rat race going. You need to put Black and Latino back in the streets, right? To eradicate, to minimize the effect of the ISUK. Americans need fake like on the street to intimidate others, to not listen to any of us. That's the base of it, right? That's the goal, that's the game, right? You got a thing called COINTELPRO, right? And it's a government program, right? Made to really disrupt any movement that could lead Black and Latinos out of the grasp of American imperialism and capitalism, right? And for America to succeed, you need Black and Latino people have to be broken. They have to need a job, want to get a job. They have to make their life about their job, not about yourself. You gotta not be free like our free, right? Because America don't run on Dunkin' Donuts. It does not run on Dunkin'. It runs on the N-word, and I don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to feel the wrong way. And I'm thinking before I speak. Right? It runs on Blacks and Latinos. You got it?
It's real sensitive with that.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So absolutely correct. So I gotta be careful with my wording. I can't say the N-word. I can't say derogatory statements that the oppressor calls our brothers from the Latino tribes because it could be misconstrued and our videos get flagged, and then our work means nothing. As we're not here to waste time. That's not why we're here. It's not a hobby. This is the genuine work of the Lord in the Bible, right? To teach to not go with the Gentiles, but to go to the lost road tribes, right? To wake them up, to give them the information they need. You got it?
No.
Okay. But that's Jordan, right?
No.
Read it, I'm sure, right? Right.
Jordan River.
Right. So this is the Donovan pictorial Bible dictionary, right? The leading scholar in biblical information, right? Okay. Donovan is a very rich Caucasian family. Yes, they are. And they're very well known scholars in the Bible based on their financial ability to go out there and pull resources together and have studies and stuff like that, right? What we got there?
Jordan River, the only large flowing body of water in Palestine, and as such, it played a significant part in the history of Israel.
Is there any description about how it is or why it's called Jordan? Come on in.
The word Jordan derives from a Hebrew word, Hayadan. They say Hayadan.
Okay, what did you say?
Meaning flowing downward.
Okay, so that's descend, going down there, right?
Or the descender.
Or the what?
The descender.
Or the descender, right? So that's the word Yerah. We got that already, right?
Mm-hmm. And one with any knowledge of its course can easily see the appropriateness of the name. Mm-hmm. 4 rivers in Syria are recognized as the source of what later becomes the Jordan River proper. One with any knowledge of its course can easily see the appropriateness of the name. 4 rivers in Syria recognized as the source of what later becomes the Jordan River proper.
Okay. Okay, so that's basically it, right? So this is a river that flows downward. Okay? And that's what it's called the Jordan, right? That's why it's called downward. It's literally in the name. Okay? So in English, this is just the Jordan. You know what I mean? The word Jordan has its definition. It's like in English, we go name a river. Then we go find some land and we say, this river right here is called down. And I say, yo, yes, meet me by the Downs River. Right? Because we're gonna make the kids go play down there. Right? Right? Well, that's the Hebrew, right? That's the name of me that name. Okay? Good. How do we get to this again? Is the form of name?
I believe it was that kind of question as far as making words.
Making words, right?
New words with the Hebrew.
There you go, right? So your God is a verb, right? In turning your verb into a name, you need to put this N on there, or put those wands on there. Shemaiwan is a very similar thing, right? Shemaiwan, Zebulon is a very similar thing, but these are how names are created, right? Of course, you think Israelites don't expect to make a name. But of course, for those who are watching now they don't know how to make a name. Okay? Okay? And for the if you want to make a name or something, you go look at what is the description of this thing. What is the notable thing that this thing does, what it's doing? This river goes down, name it down. Name it going down. Name it descent or descent or river that goes downwards. Right? Just like that. If you have a river that goes up, then you go name it river that goes up. If you have a river that's blue, call it the Blue River, the Red River. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever. Okay? Good. That's how you name it. What does a plane do? Fly. You're going to name it flying machine. Well, you're going to name it air. Aeroplane. Right? That plane, I don't know where that plane comes from. I'm thinking plane, like a flat, right? So you balance it with they call it the yaw mechanism, right? It goes on the plane and it's in the air and you balance it on the plane with whatever they measure, the longitude, latitude, whatever it is, right? They got a whole thing about how they make their names. Most English names are made from some Latin word, some Greek word, right? You got a nurse back there, right? Come on in, right? What's what do they call that bone? Name any one of these bones back here. Clavicle, right? And then you have clav, which is one Greek word, and then you have call, which is another Greek word, and then they take all these Greek words and they will give these medical names. All these medical names with your body parts are all Greek words. All right, because it's their study. All right, no problem. What's next? How we got? Let's do some of the Hebrew alphabet.
751, sir.
751. Okay. Let me go finish Shalom right quick. So I name my name. Okay, everyone's name. Right. Let me get the Shalom and then let's get my brother's name. So,
If I may,
please.
the young man was asking earlier when he asked me for my name, Yahuza.
Mhm.
He mentioned he sees that a lot of brothers have the Tazah in their name.
Mhm.
So he made that comment as far as Tazah and what it could mean,
Okay.
different names.
Taza. Taza, which is the same uh, phenomenon seen in Russian. They write it like this. In Chinese, they write it with a TS. You go to the Chinese store, you get Toso chicken, or you have the Syrian. Yeah. That's this figure right here, right? We're in Chinese, right? We're writing it in English better, so we try to sound out this weird sound that is not available in English. It's essentially the T and the Z sounds together, right? But of course, being newborn in Christ, speaking an English language, not knowing Hebrew, learning Hebrew, you have to go through the process like a baby to sound out the T and the Z sounds. So we give you tada so that you don't never say, like we read in the Bible, you don't never see Zephaniah, right? That's Zephaniah. That Zephaniah is really Taza Pan Yahweh. Taza Pan Yahweh, right? Because it has this in there. Even though it doesn't start with the D. It starts with a Taza. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna stand T D sound. Z. Okay. 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 And this figure called the TV, right? The figure called the TV, right? It first means we're not going there, but you're looking up, right? This word is what it comes from, right? Ta Zad. And Zad, it is in English exactly what it sounds like. Side, because you speak on your side. You sleep on your side, right? So it's a figure of a man on his side, right? And over time, with right to speak and writing, this part that was the person had, it became written like this, all right? It became written like that. And that's how you got the figure, what we call him, Azam, okay? It's a figure of a man, side, on his side. So we say side in English. Side is a I bet I think someone to prove wrong. Side is side in Hebrew. Side in English is a Hebrew word. Just like us do is a English, but it's from the Hebrew. And there's many words that's like a shire. you don't say that in English, but Shire is like a big gate, right? And Shire in Hebrew is the same thing. Shire, right? Shire, it's called Hellshire Beach, or Buckinghamshire, Gates of Buckingham, right? Because that's England, but of course, with the word now, they Shire, right? But of course, you see things that have things like that, right? Let's get the shalom, okay? Get the shalom, because we put on that up. We raise all this TV stuff, right?
No, no, sir.
Okay, we understand tofu chicken, soul chicken. So the Chinese call it so. They call it cheese chicken in Chinese. Cheese. It's like not cheese. They got this thing called pig. So cheese. That's whatever that. Who's TSO? I don't know who that is. I'm kidding.
I saw a clip with a comedian, information. He does a podcast with a Chinese, right? And it's like their language, one word. Even though it's the same word, the way you sound it is give it a different meaning. Like you just say cheese
Right.
or cheese. So just the way you sound it make it different.
Right. Okay. So yeah, but in Chinese, their words they have a sound that goes up, down, or straight. And I can't remember I know ma, and ma. It's, it's three different words in Chinese. Right? God. Oh, by the way, ma, ma in Chinese, right? Ma is in Chinese how you make it question. A question is not a question in Chinese without saying ma at the end of the word in Chinese, right? And that's the Hebrew, right? Now, because a question in Hebrew has to start with ma. Ma is the way you say what in Hebrew. Or Chinese, to say what in Chinese, you say shama. Shama is how you say what in Chinese. But then, of course, they'll have previous. You don't have to say what. It's a question. So they'll say ni zhao, right? Ni, well, let's be basic. Right? Ni zhao is you name. You and zhao is name. Ni zhao, right? To say you name. What's your name again, Thomas? So in Chinese, they'll say ni zhao Thomas. To say you name Thomas. But if they say ni zhao ma, then they ask you what your name is. They'll say you name. It's like that. You name, right? That mom makes a question. Need y'all super means up. Right? Need y'all means up. Right? That shut up. Right? Is this part I need to say, this weekend or right? But the mom is the main part. The mom is the question. That's from the Hebrew. Mom. I say mom in the Hebrew, the mom in what is that? Mandarin. Okay? Because of course Chinese are the son of Lot, the nephew of Abraham. That's fine. Yeah, that's you got some here. All right. The water. Right. Thank Christ. Okay. Oh, it was. I didn't know. 600, 500. That's cool. That's cool. That's what we do, right? I mean, right? Okay. So okay. Good. We got that, right? So for question in Hebrew, you need ma. Ma is how you say what. Now, mind you, mom here and then we have a ma here, right? These R's are not the same. You have Matazaria, ma, and then you have ma. So the sound is Hebrew again. I don't know. I don't know if they press on this. I've never heard of people that press on these sounds. But there's a ma that means house, and then there's a ma, which means what? According to biblical Hebrew, which is the Hebrew that was ours. We call it biblical because the word religious. But one day, it was our biblical talk. You see what I'm saying? Black Latinos, a long ago before speaking English or Spanish. You know how the Latinos got to this end of the world? No, he's missing something in it. Let's get Genesis 13 and 40.
You wanted here, so actually for Ecclesiastes
30 and 40. That's a good one. So that's what we're working on right now. You got it? I will show you.
the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 30, verse 4. Though his father died,
Though our father died, our father spoke Hebrew. Okay?
yet he is as though he were not dead.
Hebrew is like it's not dead. Because even though people act like Hebrew was not the first language, people want to act like Hebrew was never there. People want to act like there's languages older than Hebrew. All the languages today show in one way or another that they are the sons of Hebrew. Chinese show that it's the son of Hebrew. The Russians show that they are the sons of Hebrew in English. For sure, Greek and Latin show that they are the sons of the Hebrew. As we walk over it now, right? There's something in that book. I'm open. I'm open. Something in that book. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. There's something in there that release here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch that over, review. I'm gonna take notes, and I'm gonna be stealing your whatever you found. I'm gonna be bringing out whatever you found I can. You know what I mean? God, all right. For the benefit of both of us. Right? Read it from the top again.
Look, can I give you some verse scripture?
Oh, sure.
Ecclesiastes 30 and 3. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Say it, read it again. I'll tell you.
He that teacheth his son.
There might be something that you wanted. To me, this is something all talking about very important. Right? The enemy does not want men to teach their son. According to the Bible, again, God said,
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
according to the Bible, in America, we were sold to our enemies in Deuteronomy. That's Moses said. We were sold to our enemies. Now the Bible says, what?
He that teacheth his son,
If a black or Latino man teaches his son, read,
grieveth the enemy.
you make your slave master upset. He doesn't want you teaching your son. He wants you out of the house. He wants your mother to teach the son.
Right.
So the sons can all be gangbangers. All the things all your father will stop son or daughter from doing. Being an OnlyFans, what do you call it? Producer? Or OnlyFans producer. You make the content of OnlyFans. You see what I'm saying? No. The OnlyFans would be nothing if they had fathers. Right? If you have fathers over daughters, OnlyFans have no material to sell. It would grieve whoever makes money on the OnlyFans. Whoever is on the OnlyFans said, yo, we need more material. Well, what are we gonna do? Let's invest in taking fathers out the house. That's how we're gonna get more porn stars. That's how we're gonna get more OnlyFans materials. That's how we're gonna get more prostitutes. If we get fathers out the house. And then, of course, the oppressor, the enemy would have less things to have fun with, he will be upset. So from the top again,
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
that's universal practical knowledge. That's taking practice and turning it into something practical.
Right.
It's true life. It's something that you never teach. I've never heard of anybody in church teach anything like this till I can hear. You know what I mean? You know, there's instructions in the Bible how to live, how to conduct your life as a black Latino man. But yes, there's a whole
Maybe some scriptures also says that no man can come into a house and spoil, right? The house, lest he a strong man first. I'll get that. He said,
I guess who said that? Guess who said that? In the New Testament. Jesus Christ said that. Jesus Christ said that. Yahweh Shai Hebrew. But yet, Christians don't get that. I don't understand. They say they follow Christ. You know what I mean? And they're ready to come pull up Bible pieces against us. But they don't say things like that. When we live that, we eat, breathe that every day. But they don't say those things. I don't know why they don't say those things. You know, why would they give you one part of the Bible that fits the agenda of oppression of America by burning or taking out of context parts of the Bible? But the other part of clear to our life that we live right now, they don't press on those things. When we live, feel that, we hear those things. We immediately think of Uncle Johnny, Auntie Cynthia, cousin Jeremy. It makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense whatsoever, man. You want to say something?
I was going to say, because they don't want to upset you.
They don't want to get mad. They don't want to be easy. All right? Okay, I don't want to get too far from the Hebrew, all right? I'm going to talk the connection. The connection 30, 40, right? We didn't get that again, though.
Come. He that teacheth his son feareth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Like if you teach your sons, right? Your father, if you teach your son, your son is not going to be someone who your father could be proud of. Right. You see what I'm saying? Father, your father, you at right. But then your son is LGBT member, it's like, whoa. That's not my son. That's not my grandson. You see what I'm saying? We can't be proud of it. They see some strung out drug addict. Two Sundays. He doesn't even look like me. He looks like he's older than my son is supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? It's embarrassing. You see what I'm saying? 25 years in prison for selling drugs, murder, whatever it may be. Right? It's like, if that's something I could be proud of, you would have taught him better. I mean, no try to keep it.
Though his father died,
Though your father died,
yet he is as though he were not dead.
he was not dead. Why? Because the people of the father, our fathers, they create a genre of music every month. Just like black people do, just like other Latino people do, just like the native Indian people do. Or the Africans don't create a genre of music every month, every year, every 5 years. Africans don't make genres. They don't. Whatever genre they have, they just keep doing that. But you get exposed to the internet now, and there's black and Latino music overseas. Now it's, oh, let's incorporate things and call it Afro beats. Mix R&B and reggae, reggaeton and soul, and all kind of things. Now we got Afro beats, right? Because they're the people that generate music. And black and Latino people together, we all generate everything. Puerto Ricans made TV. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Puerto Ricans invented, we would not have TV without computers. Okay? Africans don't need anything. They don't. Blacks and Americans, forget it. Black people don't talk about it. Black people talk about cheap. You're going cheap. You're going cheap on black people. Black people in America made the car, made the airplane, made the train. Black people in America, the cell phone, all the things you can't live without. The electric microphone, James Edison West made the microphone in this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Revolutionary things. Puerto Rico made TV. Revolutionary things. Right? Don't let nobody say, oh, black people made the mailbox. You're going cheap. You're going very low the events that they don't want to know about. George W. Carver in Ohio made the combustion engine. Yes, he did. You see what I'm saying? The locomotives were made by the Greenwood Paddington brothers in Pine Store, Negroes. Okay, that's what we are. Now, what did the Chinese make? Right, the Chinese came over here and worked on the real system that was already serving. You see what I'm saying? Africans don't make anything. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get this now, right?
Okay.
Right? Let's get the second Ezra 13:40. It's a very important one for you too, Thomas, right? Second Ezra, right? 13:40. Right? Let me go to the Shalom, Shalom, right? Right like that. Right, in the yes. Okay. Mhm. And then this right here, right? This is Sham, and then this is La, and then this is Ma, right? So this spelled out, this spelled out, right? On the top. This spelled out Sham Lam, right? Right? Where's the other book from here again?
Counter.
Yeah, just pass it to me so I can just something on the right the letter O right quick. Right? And then after the Thomas, I'm gonna pass this to you so you can get a look at the cover and everything on your own, right? So on the on the key here, right? They have a key for how the Jewish man, before he started writing dots and dashes over everything, he used certain Hebrew consonants to be vowels. So he has a ha for an A sound. He has a ya for an I or was that O? Or E sound, I or E sounds. And he has ra that you will see when they write alone, right? For an O or a U sound. Meanwhile, they said that no vowel sounds in Hebrew.
Right.
So what the hell is this? So of course now we're missing the other part. We're missing the other part, right? Much later after using these, right? Much, you want to begin?
I'll say back it up a little.
Oh, slow. Okay, no problem. So straight to the point, right? Much later after using these,
Okay.
much later in the Middle Ages. When is the Middle Ages? The Middle Ages we started using slavery, like the Latinos, right? The so-called Middle Ages. It was called the Dark Ages when dark people ruled Europe through the Roman Empire, right? But they don't ever want to say that. They have to say it. They have to say it. What they call dark ages, the age of ignorance, that make no sense. Right? That's like talking about Bible. Dark means the age of ignorance. No, dark means dark. Niggas was ruling. It's like more, word more is black. And the morals were aligned between three black racial families, right? Black Africans, black, they call them Indians, Arabs. And so black Israelites, the slaves to them, or the lower class of those people, right? Okay. In the Middle Ages, a system, a system of dots and dashes were used, were devised to indicate a vowel. So they tried to lean away from this because, of course, you write too much words on there, it gets a little confusing. They start to use dots and dashes instead, and it goes on further. To say, oh, this was done. This was done by scholars, Jewish scholars that we call Masoretes. Right? That's what everybody's scared about. Masoretes, people that everyone says the Masoretes, we call them Masoretes. The Masoretes changed the Bible. The Masoretes they took to the Bible. Right? You know, people say that they changed the Bible and the translation of the Bible from Hebrew was corrupted. They blame the Masoretes. Then they go to say by this, right? By that time, the text, what text are we talking about? The Bible. The text was so sacred that the vowel letters could not be removed. right? So that was the addition to the vowel letters, right? And what this is saying in between lines is that they did not want to change the text. That's what they're trying to not say, right? But they considered the text to be sacred. So if a text is sacred, you don't want to change what's in the text because Jewish people genuinely feel that the text is there. So they're not altering the Bible to hide it from Negroes. They're looking at it like you Negroes are Africans. You Latinos are from other people on the side of the earth. They're looking like they're the Jews. So they don't change the text. They change everything else. That's what they do. Okay? So they change the spelling in shalom. So when they write shalom, when they write shalom, they say, right? They don't write this, but this is what's in the text. Instead, when they would, and they write something like a all letters there. They write this. That's what they write. And this spells in the Jewish dialect. Shalom. Remember that Y is O. Shalom. O. Shalom. O. Okay? That's where that came from. Okay? Now who said it? Who even said this? Except I actually. You know, we even gonna get this from. Like this is we have to put this together and the Bible put together. You see what I'm saying? Well, other than this, you can't go in the book that actually says things out like that. Give me Amos 3 and 7, but sure. Amos 3 and 7, right? Okay? Oh, and then you got the creation again.
I said, interesting.
Okay, hold it for a second. And then on top of that, you got brothers out there who call themselves Israelites, and they respect what the Jewish man does. They respect whatever he does. They haven't in themselves not arguing or believe that thing, right? Who said the Jewish man is here? I can't remember what we're talking about, but he said the Jewish man is this and that. So you got a Roman because he's Jewish. So in other words, we're black. We're talking about the book, yeah. We're black educated, because we're slaves for so long, and the Latinos, they're looking at we must be incorrect because the white girl, the white, he has the white eyes, and he's smart, and you back in the people, you guys are slow and not smart, you guys are dumb, and you gotta check the slave man for academia, for right nation, right? What's not say, right? Okay. So now it's like respecting Jewish man, they go to a Jewish neighborhood, they see this, and they say, oh, you guys say this, salam, and right now, you guys are wrong because the Jewish man wrote this. This is Shah La Wa Ma. Shah La Wa. And how big Israelite greeting Shah La Wa. Shalom Koti. A Koti is Yiddish. Shalom is fake Israelites Lashawan Qadash. You're mixing two Hebrew dialects together. We gotta stop being boneheads, man. Stop making it up as you go along. You know, see, I'm gonna tell you why. Give me Ecclesiastes again. Give me Ecclesiastes 30 and 3 again. Right? The Lord is gonna tell you why you making all of these mistakes. Right? You got it?
Okay.
Read it, but
Ecclesiastes 33. He that hated his son grieveth the enemy.
you're a son who has not been taught by a father. That is why you say things like Shalom and Shalom Loti, because you don't have a father. So whatever you're doing as a Shalom Loti, right, as an individualite, by the way, I see the term individualite, right? There's a word, there's a rumor that we took it from them, or we said They say no. The UPK started everything. We started everything, right? The reason why it's an IUIC is because they were taught, they were the their father. Their father is the ISUPK, and they are their father. So you don't grieve the enemy with the thing that you're doing as a rebellious son in whatever business that you're in. You don't grieve the enemy. The enemy is glad when he sees you. He sees that we as a Latino, we're not united, we're not centralized, we all over the place, and people have reason based on the mistake of your group that people worldwide feel that they don't respect the ISUPK. The most likely to make the world respect the ISUPK and not you. Okay? Okay? Okay. All right? So that's how we got Shalom. If you ever heard it, you will hear it. You hang around us for a while, you hear the other Israelite groups come up to us, and they're gonna say that thing. Shalom, Aki. They're gonna say that same thing. All right? Okay. Uh, let's get names right. Get my name. Get the name. What time we got here? 8:22. Right. Don't forget to get your trigger in you. Or you run out of sugar. Right? You know, it's hard to stay focused because sugar level run low. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things to learn. Right? Okay, I'm gonna keep this out there because this is the basis. This is the thing that you must know. People talking everything. You must know the procedure steps. 1, 3, preposition, then word, then sentence. Okay? There was a thing on the bring a while ago too, right? Okay, my name, right? The rightfully spelled for the definition is ha. Ha is a preposition, right? To mean the, right? The right? The means wolf, right? Which is the symbol of my tribe. Benjamin is the wolf, and our tribe was given that name by our forefathers, right? In particular, my tribe is known to go out, hunt, and bring back goods for the family, right? That is the thing that Benjamin has loved to do. Jamaica's always loved to move to foreign, move to New York, Toronto, London, England, and they go and work day and night. And then they go to a place called Western Union or Money Grab, and they go send some money that they earned back home, right? But now with Christianity, now you have to love yourself. So you cannot love your family back home because they're the business. And of course, you got to make it fair to not love your family, you live for yourself. They push me off the sisters on TV all day. You gotta love yourself. You gotta stop drag you down. That's church. TV shows and church have the same rhetoric, same religion to be selfish, and then of course now everybody overseas live their own separate life. You serve your oppressors, you make your oppressors rich in your corporation. Your family back home, all the Christians, they're all thinking about themselves when they bring the money down there. They're not using it to collect it to build wealth, like you know, like any person in their right mind would do, right? So now we're divided up. We're not organized. We're not centralized. You know what I'm saying? And then of course now we remain poor, both sides of the spectrum, wherever we are, depending on the oppressor. In this rat race, we straight in the bondage of America. Must all right? No problem, right? Okay. Uh, let's go get some more names, right? Let's get Captain Cesaria. right? Captain, Tazar, Yah. Okay? Now recognize Tazar, Yah, right? This word has 1, 2, 3, 4 Hebrew characters, right? Removing the fourth one, the tense that we had up here, right? I don't know why you erased that, right? For the ing or for the ed. Ing will be written as wa, the ed will be written as ya, right? This ya right here, right? This ya right here is taken out, okay? His name means stronghold, right? Not directly by English word like the king, right? But when you take out the ya, you're left with Tazara. Okay? Tazara, right? You're left with Tazara. And Tazara means to try out. Meaning, on top of the castle, there's always something remember, let me get the concordance, right? Let's get these concordance.
It should be right there.
This is the sword. I'm going to put a cool one. Sword, cool. No problem. Got a second one because we actually use books in here. Okay. So of course, Thomas, if you come right here, I can show you how this book is used. Right? You can stand right here. You don't got to go. You can go right here. Okay. Right. So this is the source for coordinates. Amazon, $12 to $16. Right. You have in alphabetical order every English word in the Bible. Right. The chapter and verses and the numbering according to the order of Hebrew words. Right. So A, B, C, D, F, G, order down. And then you go to the back where you have the Hebrew section. Right? Now, the Hebrew, right, beginning with what will be considered the letter A, will be number 1. And then the last letter of Hebrew will be 8,000 something, right? 8,000, right? There's about 8,000 something Hebrew words according to the concordance. Okay? We want to find Tazara, right, which is the basis of Captain Tazariak's name. Right? If you want to look, yes, it's all right. Okay, I mean, okay. I'm see if I can get it on the camera. Right? So Hebrew alphabetical order, right? We at Ta right now, right? We need Tata, right? So the alphabetical order is Hawaza, Ta, Tayaka, Teza. We gotta go down some more, right? Down to what we pass up here. Okay, where we at? We at Ta, Ka, Manasa, we at La. Right? Let's go. When we looking for, we got Teza right here. So we got Taza Pop. Same thing with the alphabetical order. Trying to get focused on the camera right there so they can see where we at. Let me go in close. All right. Go. So we're right here. So the second word, second letter right after Taza, we have same thing. Lamana I Pa Taza. So after Pa should be Taza. Well, we need we need Tazar. So I pass Taza Quadra. Right. So we need to go down past the Pa over all the way down to Ra. Here we go. Here's that word we went over earlier. All right. Tazar. Can you see that? Right. That Tazar is the word of Ma Tazarium. Right. And it says narrow as a tight place. That's the life you live in. You have to be on a tight schedule. You don't pay rent, right? But this place we're referring to is like a big rock mountain where you walk through the passage, which is a phenomenon that's more relatable to the Middle East. You don't have that kind of landscape, kind of environment here. You got to go to the Grand Canyon, find a place like that. You know, a thin, narrow passage. All right. The word rock is built on top of this. Peter's name is on top of this word right here. Okay. Of course, P in Greek, P is silent. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to be built upon this word right here, right? His name means the rock. His name means the rock, right? In Greek, Petros, and then of course Greek from Hebrew, right? Okay. Okay. Good. Tazar. We need Tazarah. All right. What's this right? Tazarah. We got Tazar. So Tazar. Tazarah. 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 Abagadaha. Zakah. Okay. Tazarawaya. Okay. Tazarawai. Tazarar. I'm gonna say, oh, here's right here. Tazarah. Right? Tazarah. A primitive root to be clear in tone, to whoop, cry, roar. All right? Good. Now, what we do here is concordance code 6873. Right? Right? You can sit down with it. 6873. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna plug this into the Bible, right? 6873. Right? It's used in two scriptures, and the scriptures say, like a man of war, he shall cry, roar, he shall prevail against his enemies, right? Even the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. When you have mighty men in your compound, you have a stronghold, right? So even though the word means cry, it's done as a form of a mighty, all right? And then that's how you go look up the word Tazaryak. Oh, you can look up the word Tazaryak, right? Because the word Tazaryak is built off of that word Tazarak, correct? So we was at 687 something, right? 6873. Okay, Tazar. We're just gonna go back to the Bible. It says Ya. Tazar Ya. We go. We got Tazar Ya. Then we got Tazar Ya. There we go. And it says from 6873. We just went over that, right? It says from. Okay, so let me know if you can see, right? Right here. We are 6877. It says it's from 6873, which is the word that we just read, right? And how strong concordance describes it. He describes it as in the sense of clearness of vision, right? That doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't sound like the word we just went over. A citadel, in other words, citadel like a city, right?
It's like a castle, if I'm not mistaken.
Come.
In 80, have a big castle that
Yeah.
one of the early founders
Yeah.
built. It's called the Citadel.
It's called the citadel. Come. A high place to hold. All right. But this word to the rock comes from the crying and the roaring.
Citadel. A fortress.
A what?
Fortress.
A what?
Fortress.
So now you're referring to the buildup of this word is describing a
Fortress.
You can have a fortress with weak men. And that is why fake Israelites are not a fortress. Because they have Bible thumpers in there, Bible guys. We're a fortress. In here, you got men who are strong physically, strong in the Bible, strong in all parts of life. Come on, man. Strong in money, strong in everything. All the truck drivers are in here. We don't need no drug dealers. The ones on the street are drug dealers. They in jail, died in jail. We got bus drivers in here. We got bus drivers, we got truck drivers, we got nurses. Where else is it? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We got money. We can go pay jobs. You see what I'm saying? And we got men who like to go to the gym. For the brother who cannot go to the gym, you know, he just plays his part in this cell. So you're not strong in the gym, no problem. You're strong in something else. Go into politics. Going into politics. Politics. You see what I'm saying? Big up to South Carolina. They were down to the city hall. So we're trying to get the game and we're citizens of our cities. And according to America, the citizens have a voice. No problem. We want a voice. You know what I mean? We want to be a, you know what I'm saying? So right?
His voice. Typically, high ground, protecting or dominating a city.
Mm-hmm. You ever heard of a man? Right? He's a man. He's always got the high ground. You see what I'm saying? He's always defending the faith. You see what I'm saying? That's the most of that. Like Jeremiah, she doesn't even get challenged. People see him as dead. I'm alright. Jeremiah spoke classes today. The reputation of the school. Everybody talks about West and how the Israelites are and it needs to be forget. Nobody challenges Jeremiah. After all the years of nobody has said, Jeremiah, when I want to you to a better place. Never. As they heard, that's why they get the commercial. You can play the commercial right quick. Unchallenged, untested. You see what I'm saying? Go play that thing right quick. You see what I'm saying? You can play it right quick. If I wanted to watch the TV or something, they're gonna play commercial. Okay? Okay, good. Right. Who else we got? We got Captain Shamawa Alam, right? Shamawa Alam means Shah-Ma-Wa-Ah-Wa, right? Which is basically Samuel, right? We need the definition of the name. That Sham should be named for reputation, right? So we gotta check. What we do is we go to the roundabouts again. Yes, that's all right. Yeah, plug it into the feed here, right? And wait for a second so you can know what about. You had the while ago. Right here. Let me get that right. Yeah, put the nice big on the street too, so everybody can know. So we got Scotland joint too. Right? What time we get there?
Commanding General Yohana will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle. Finally, the truth about King James, a black man who helped to preserve and safeguard the Bible. Live September 29th, 2023. Commanding General Yohana live at King James Castle in Scotland. Come on down and support the Isupk UK. Lift the glass, come and join the brotherhood and drink with the ancients as we celebrate and keep the Feast of Tabernacles for our King Yahushua in King James Castle, bringing his crew of heavy hitters. Commanding General Yohana will put 12 shield General Muhammad scripture breakdown class up against anyone, against any biblical scholar, untested, unchallenged, Isupk undefeated. Leviticus chapter 23, the Feast of Tabernacles, in a black man's castle, hosted in Scotland, the United Kingdom, UK. Commanding General Yohana will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle, Thursday, September 28th, Scripture Breakdown class.
Go with Thomas. Go with you.
Samuel, name of God.
Samuel means name of God, right? So now, God in Hebrew, the other got them. God, even it means deity, power, or authority. It does not mean that's his name. Right? God's name is not God. You know, like Christians say God's name is God. Allah is the word for God. Right? Allah is the name for God. Right? God, power, authority. Right? According to Star Wars, the Force. Right? The Force. May the Force be with you, young Jedi. young Padawan. They call it Padawan like we say Padawan in here. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's Star Wars is, they took like name, Darth Vader. That's supposed to be Christ. The guy comes to take over the world, remove everybody from liberty, and got spiritual powers, sent from away, do his hand like this. Christ, you know what I mean? Be evil. You know what I'm saying? This image right here, you ever watch Power Rangers, the first one, 1995? No practice. A figure in Power Rangers called Dr. Booze, right? They took this and turned him into the villain in the Power Rangers movie in 1995. 1995 was when America tried to attack the truth. See what I'm saying? It did. Use COINTELPRO, the guy Bishop Needs. Right? Hero Bishop Needs. Right? He came and get to school, with him and another brother tried to create contention in the school in 1995, and in 1995, the Power Rangers came out. They had a villain dressed just like this. Got the buckle with it. I got the picture. Okay. Let me see if I can get it on. I'm going to tell you. I can show it bigger. I just had it. Oh, it's right. I'm very strong. Okay. So up here. Ooh, Power Rangers.
Here's some information about Ivan.
Oh, Ivan. There you go. Okay. This right here. This was supposed to be their image of a black Messiah. Of course, it cartoon, everything black and purple, right? And they got the same outfit, the same coming down on the outfit here. The same. I don't know what that's in the middle, but that's the belt. Right. He got the same armband that he's wearing in the picture here. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be black. He got the beard and everything, right? I guess I don't know the songs, but in the movie they got everything that teaches black angels from the sky. They got him coming down from the sky with hip hop music. You know what I mean? He placed them in heaven. He sends them to earth. They fly off in the sky to cause all the white workers to become slaves on the earth, right on the construction site. And everybody's like, we gotta stop this guy. He's trying to take over the world. He's Dr. Uzi is slapping everybody with the Holy Spirit, right? And everybody becomes the spirits. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's was to mock the truth, right? Okay, no problem. There's a better picture from the cartoon version, even more like this. No problem, right? That's Sham right here. That's Sham right here. Sham is name, right? Sham is name. Your name in the Bible is hard, right? You get the name from me in the Bible, right?
So I got
Yeah.
the link, General Corporal Accident.
Please put it in the chat. Right? You should be on the link for the opening of the if you minimize it, you're gonna see a little keypad app on the front page. Okay? A little keypad, big up to the bottom of how much right? Okay? That should be right. You just plug it, play it. Okay? Okay? That wall right here, assuming that it's after some, right? That wall possessive is, right? Talking about his name. His name is of the Lord, right? Per se, right? Well, that's what it means. It means named after God, named after God, right? Not exactly how they're saying it, but we have a Y. Okay, good, right? Who's next after Mawa'ala? Captain Katazar. Okay? Try to bring it in this way. Right? Katazar. Katazar means the arrow. Right? And then after Katazar in Europe, Captain Zakar. Captain Zakar, his name, remember. Remember. Right? Okay? Okay? What time do you get?
848.
8:48. Last 10 minutes. What else we cover? We gotta get out of the hold on, is this?
When did Apostle in September?
Yes. And so the Feast of Tabernacles in this month. The clip that we just played was for the brothers get together to go to Scotland, UK, right? Because of course a lot of Negroes in America, we were from Europe. The majority of states from Africa went to South America. The majority of states from Africa did not go to North America, did not go to the Caribbean. Very few of those states went to the Caribbean. So much so, for what purpose? Even though it's not a real. Basically, what I'm saying is it's not real. Kunta Kinte was not a real man. But even in the movie, it's like, oh wow, it's the actor. Because very few states from Africa came to North America. Okay. We have a book in the book, The Negro Practice Part 4. It's a red book. It's been showing that right now. And you go read the Cromwell edict in 1654 to 1656. He was supposed to call the rebels of the Roman Empire. Right? They considered us not to be rightfully the Roman Empire, right? That he was sent us off to the Americans to work, per se, right? And what he did was he didn't have enough money to pay his soldiers from his white base in England to go to Scotland, Wales, and Ireland to go fight and defeat and to enslave the people who are, rightfully under the reign of King James and his son King Charles, the person said, right? So he didn't have money to pay the soldiers to go fight, right? The black army of Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. He said, when you go over there to defeat them, Being that they are not united, I'm going to give you their last names, their family identities, and with identities, you're going to inherit their real estate of the islands, the people of Wales, and of the Ireland. Okay? And that is how you got, like, we're now Fraser, Ferguson, just think of all the Benjamin names, all the Jew that names. Johnson, Simpson, Campbell, McFarlane, all them names that you can think of. McFarlane, Clark, most popular with names. Oh, sorry. Most popular with Indian last names. There we go right here. Brown, Smith, Campbell, Johnson, Thompson, Clark, Thomas, Henry, Reed, Gordon, Robinson, Francis Edwards, Lewis, Wilson, David Anderson, Wright, Stewart, Miller, Walker, James, Morgan, King James, right? Morgan, Bailey, Richard, Allen, Powell, Jones, Green, Mackenzie, Scott, they're from Scotland, Graham, Simpson, Dixon, Hamilton, Barrett. Okay. And then with the information, Cromwell said, take these guys' names, inherit their land, and their towns, or whatever. That is how white people are. Right? They are blessed with swords. A vagabond will be in the earth, the Lord said. Right?
What would you like to do? What we was like in my team?
The earth. You're right, the earth. Right? The earth should be yours. Paraphrasing. Right? All of Abraham's sons shall bow down to thee, and you should be a nation, kingdom of priests over the other people. You should inherit the end of the word of Jacob at the beginning actually is the end of the word is Esau, the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. We're gonna rule the world. Right? And according to the Bible, Esau has the view of the kingdom of heaven. He has a view of heaven. But we own the kingdom of heaven. All right? So meaning, because look at how white people live right now, they are, they got grandchildren, some of them, because they don't love their brother like how we will love our brothers. You see what I'm saying? They might have a private jet, they might have a lot on Park Avenue out there in the billionaire road, right? We're gonna be better than them. We're gonna enjoy wealth better than them. We're gonna enjoy brothers better than them. We're gonna enjoy country relationships better than them. Okay? I'm the king out right according to the Bible. According to the Bible. Okay? Anything else right quick? Anything else you do? We don't got enough time to do. We don't got enough time to do the other to break down every letter. We can still do it. You know what? Right? I need second National 13. What you got there?
No, I just checked the sound.
Okay.
General propulsion, the sound is distorted a little bit.
Sound distorted. Okay. Drop the Facebook feed. Right? Drop the Facebook. The Facebook tab it up. There's a third page on there, right?
I just dropped the Facebook.
Okay. Okay. My phone keeps buzzing. Okay. You drop the Facebook.
Gotcha.
I still see the Facebook on there.
Facebook.
All right. Right. Remove. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Uh, let's get that definition of 1340 for Thomas here, so we can understand how his family got separated from the other part of the family a long time ago. Yes. That is it. Please. The book of Second Ezra. As a matter of fact, can we get him to read it? Can we have a microphone or or you want to? We got it online there.
God.
Right. Okay. For sure. Okay. 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 Hebrew. The Hebrew alphabet consists of two letters. So what I do is I have 11 on this side, 11 on that side. I want to spread them out evenly. All right. Right. Wa to be right here. Right. Sa, pa to be right here. Okay. This is something. Ga, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka. La, wait, I said alpha and omega. Alpha is the first letter in the Greek alphabet. Omega would have been the last letter in the Greek alphabet, right? When you said the first and last one,
That's the aleph at the top.
right? So again,
The aleph at the top.
person, yes, right. To me, he wrote the law first, referred to him being reincarnated as Adam. To say the Alpha, say Alpha and Omega is to say that he's teaching reincarnation. Right? He's saying that he first brought sin into the world, right? By disobeying the Lord, the time of Adam and Eve, and he's the one who's taking all of it onto himself. And he died as Christ. When he dies for sins. And for the sake of the world, meaning the 12 tribes, our world, or the different worlds, Disney World, the new world, right? For our world, right? Uh, I, uh, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Funky, Funky, oh, 5 seconds. Huh? 5 seconds. Yeah, I think the bunch coming from the Sabbath service. Yeah, both. Yeah. So, like you said, exactly according an Adam, right? According an Adam, right? Right. So this is I. Let me write it. Let me write it. This is properly, right? I. This is I la, right? We're gonna force P to Latin stuff like that. He became that. All right. Same with our B became a V and stuff like that. All right? For the Latin letters, the English letters, right? Right? So that is properly allowed, right? This is where they use the word alpha. It is for alpha. Alpha. Alpha is allowed in distortion to transliteration dialect, right? So of course, the Assyrians dialect of Hebrew, but they call Aramaic. They'll word it around. This is alpha, and that's how we get things like alpha, right? Allah, Allah is a cow, so it's not complex. Okay, Faya, right? Faya is beta, not beta. Faya, you get beta, right? Faya is 10, all right? Of course, the cow is strong and muscular. Who's always in the tent? Who's always in the tent? The woman is a God for Gamal, which is animal. We call it Greek. They call it like a camel, like that, right? Dala in the Greek they call that the delta, right? The delta, you know the delta, right? That's the Dala. But Dala is properly a door. This is a door. The Hanan in the Bible, behold, but I don't want you to say behold. I want you to remember. I want you to say something like you will remember, right? It's used in the Bible to say here. We say like you're basically saying here, this, like look here, right? It's used as a word to say here. In this is where you need to say here or I am here. I am here in the Hebrew is Hanaya. Hana Anya. Hana Anya. Hana and then Anya to say I am Hananya, right? Okay. Of course, the common way to say he is Ra'am, right? Okay. Wow is a fish hook. Okay. Who hook. This Hana right here is the fingers of the hand, the finger of mentioning. Da-da, behold, poof. But we were always presenting things because we present things to the world. We present the TV and the car and the train and the locomotive and peanut butter and the air conditioning system and the heating system and the phone and the microphone and the TV and the gamma. Gosh, just Lee Russell being a person that made the
It's something, the picture had a music when you did it, or it's something that you press, something like that.
no problem. We made it. Just think of all the things that legal did not have. Just think of all the things white, the oppressor did not have before he had the people of the nations as slaves in America. And just think of him in Europe, what he had when the time when he was born and he was there and being from the cave, and then all of a sudden he has slaves and he has all these things popping up out of the woodworks. And all of a sudden he's a genius. Don't be fooled. Right. Right? Don't be fooled. Right? Ha wa ma is a fence. Ta na ah is a basket. The figure at the bottom of a basket. Called the figure of a tent. Zion, you know what the implications, the picture showed, it's supposed to be like a boomerang you blaze on it, I don't know how true it is, but it is an implication. Shalom. Shalom. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait. For sure. All right. All right. Shalom. All right. Okay. We got hand, which is to say is this part right here.
Yod.
Yeah. Yeah. What the Jewish man call it, yo.
Yo.
Right. You all right? You got all them vowels. Yeah. And then we got cup, which is the line in your hands to say the palm emphasis. It's your palm. You got the line that goes like this, and you got the line that goes like that. That's what that is. Right? And then I put a spoon here because when you read it on that Bible service, this was the word for spoon because your hand makes a spoon shape. All right? So the Hebrew word cup also became spoon because that's how we name things. You see what I'm saying? Okay, good. Right? Right, la is for lamad, which means learn. Maya is for water. Nawan, Nawan is the son of the father. Who's the father? Father of Joshua. Joshua, right? Joshua, son, right? This word means promise, right? Yeah, Joshua, the book of Joshua. His father's name was Nun, right? We just went over this earlier where how they take the law, they turn it into an over you. This is going to turn it into a you, right? Joshua the son of Nun. So meaning Joshua's father's name wasn't Nun, he wasn't a Nun. His name was Nawan, right? His name was Sprout. Damn right, he started a war. You see what I'm saying? Joshua was amazing from the tribe of Israel, so-called Rican man. You know what I'm called to the Bible? Puerto Rican. Led us to the homeland. But we came out of Egypt. Right? Levi led us out of Egypt. Right? God, being the racist that he is, he killed all of the Christians, saved us. Right? And then when Moses died, the back was passed to a Puerto Rican man called Joshua, Yahweh in Hebrew. He was not Christ. We just, within the race, share names. Right? But Joshua, he led us into the land of the Middle East, right? Back to our homeland, to what would now be Jerusalem and, land of the 12 tribes of John and all those areas. You see what I'm saying? Puerto Rican man led us into there. Now, that's really Puerto Rican history. But, being Christian and we don't know those things.
Right.
So young Puerto Rican men, we don't got to be proud of. You see what I'm saying? Now we're just gonna be, oh yeah, now we're one of the United States. You're proud to be part of the United States. You know what I mean? Not knowing the heritage. It's a shameful thing to not know the heritage. It's like saying you're a man, but I don't really know. There's a part of me that I don't know. How about knowing that part of you? You see what I'm saying? In the greatest book on the earth. It's in the greatest book on the earth. Every country has it. And everybody reads it, and nobody's saying that that's war. You see what I'm saying? We need that straight to your point. You got it.
I know you. there recently, but I went to Puerto Rico right before I came to the truth. I think back in 2016. And I met two different kind of Puerto Ricans. So-called Puerto Rican. I met a Puerto Rican. I was proud. You know, they worked in the resort. They were very proud that Puerto Rico was part of America.
Right.
And I met another Puerto Rican who felt pressed. They did not like the fact that they are, you know, under, you know, the United States because they felt like Puerto Rico should be independent. So it's like, you know, it's like that with our people. You find people that, some of our people, they love to be, you know, right under the oppressor.
Right.
And of course, the ones of us who are not there, we know that's not where we belong.
And you know, that's good news. That's good news to know that someone is looking at themselves and their life, looking at your rat race. You see what I'm saying? For sure, something ain't right here. We are the oppressor must be the devil.
Right.
But they haven't been given that thought yet. But that right there is the seed. That right there is the seed, right? That really that grows the truth. The truth is grown through that feeling right there, and that thought there, yeah, something is right. We got to contract. Well, okay, contract more like broken spirit, yes. Broken spirit, but I don't believe the precept is more for like sin. But of course, guided with the information of knowing that we have a broken heart based on our living circumstances. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, mighty men will come from that right there. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Okay. I don't want to burn too much time. I know we up with that, right? I want to get so this is the end. Right? This should be everything, right? We got this here. Bubble should be
Second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes.
those are the how many tribes?
10 tribes.
The 10 tribes. Now there was 12 tribes, and there was the tribe of Dan, which according to the beginning of the Bible, right? The tribe of Dan lead from Bashan. Bashan, the land of the Manassites. When Joshua, the Puerto Rican, led us to take the land of the Middle East away from the Africans today, calling the South Africans who are living in the Middle East. And we chased them out, and they be chased out of wherever they come. They be trying to find a home all the way down in South Africa, Kenya, and Zimbabwe. Right? You chase them out. People that say Obama, right? The Canaanites, you know, Hannibal. You heard of Hannibal. Them. Joshua led us on a campaign against those Africans because they were living in our forefathers' land pre-Noah that God promised us. And we went to war in Africa. We went there. And of course, you know, Asher and some tribes, the Happy tribes. Israel is so friendly that they be like, let's keep them there. We're going to live together with them. Big mistake. Okay? No problem, right? Bashan was the land of the Manassites, and we said to leave from Bashan. All right? So with the term Dan, right, that makes 10 tribes. Because Judah, Levi, most part, we got divided from the time of Solomon's son. Solomon's son, Rehoboam, and then Rehoboam on the other side, when the kingdom got split. Okay? There's a movie called The 300. You ever watched movie 300? You ever seen Artaxerxes with his army of million men who made the ground cool when you know the 300 white in the cave. Those armies that the gay guys the piercing in the nose and the army was us. Right? That movie right there, that part of history, right? It happened right before the Esther. So when you read Esther chapter 1 and chapter 1 and 2, you read about the men coming back from that war. We went out to the million strong, we came back 5,000. Right? You read about it in the book of Esther. right? We lost the majority of the land in that war. Okay, from that time right there, we were no longer travel down with all the tribe and the family now, where the bulk of them, according to the prophecy, is living with the Manassites. I mean, according to the Bible, Manasseh in Cuba. According to Marcelino's witness from going to Florida, seeing the Seminole Indians, where the tribe of Drusus are on islands nearby Florida. Manasseh could be in Cuba. All right? No problem. Keep
40. Those are the 10 tribes, which were carried away prisoners out of their own land,
right?
in the time of Hosea the king,
Hosea the king,
whom Salmanasar,
so Hosea was the king of the Israelites. Salmanasar was the king of the Assyrians at the time. Keep reading.
the king of Assyria, led away
captives,
and he carried them over the water,
and carried them over the waters,
and so came they to another land.
And so came they to the land from our home land in Jerusalem. Let me look at a map. I'm gonna tap it again. All right. All right. So of course, like how we have New York, you know, you get to go across the bridge when you go over water into another state. So he's saying he carried us from our homeland in the Middle East here. He carried us over the water to some other land. That's not our land. Right? We had a whole trade of years in the Middle East. Terrible history, right? Keep it.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves.
But the so-called Latinos and Indians, they took a counsel amongst themselves. But we already divided. So we're not. So the Latinos are not having a counsel with Judites and Benjamites and the Levites. They're having a counsel amongst themselves as the people under the regime that was Jeroboam. All right? Right?
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
And they will do what?
Leave the multitude of the heathen.
And that's what we don't do in New York. We don't stay down. Everybody come together and love each other. No, that's what you do. You see what I'm saying? You have to leave the multitude of the heathen. Now you don't have to leave them. You have to come out of them. And the Bible says you have to stop doing what they do.
Right.
Right? They think carnally, we gotta get away from them. So what? Keep it in.
And go into a further country.
And they put a further country. What?
Where never mankind dwelt.
That land of America. Here's the top again.
Verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, when Salmanasar, king of Assyria, led away.
Is that verse 41?
41. But they took this counsel among
They
themselves,
took the counsel among themselves.
that they will leave the multitude of the heathen.
They would leave these Assyrians. They would leave these Arabs. They would leave these other beasts of people. Keep reading. Kurds, these other weird people reading.
And go forth into a further country.
And then we're going to get rid of all these people who's forcing us to live a lifestyle next to them. To leave the LGBT, to leave the weed, to leave the influence when they're pushing these things on our children. You see, exposing us to these things. Where's the food? The same selling us pork to eat. Chinese selling us beef, really cat dog. You know what I mean? To leave these heathen who's making us disobey our Lord. Keep reading.
Where never mankind dwelt.
We're gonna go to a place where never mankind dwelt. We're gonna go to a place across the world where mankind has never been before. Keep reading.
Verse 42. That they make their statutes.
Now remember what?
Keep their statutes.
It was a long time ago when they wanted to get free from captivity. They looked at the religion they were in, and they was actually losing these religions that we be in. We gotta go back to being an Israelite. We gotta go back to being Ephraim and Simeon and Issachar and Asher and Manasseh and Gad, Zebulun.
What's that? In North
Huh? Honduras and Zebulun. Right there. Oh, this big ship over here. Yeah. That ship is very synonymous with being a haven of ships. In other words, they're placed wherever the Panama Canal is placed according to prophecy. All right, keep reading.
which they never cast in their own land.
The law that they never kept in their own land. All right, keep reading.
Verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates.
They entered into the river Euphrates. I am afraid. I thought Israel was in Africa. The Euphrates is not in Africa. This is what Euphrates is one of the four rivers. In Genesis, they say where the homeland is. The Garden of Eden. The Euphrates, the Tigris, the Pison, and the Gihon. Right? That ain't in Africa, y'all. That's in the people that bring them to the west, to the north. You can. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about that place, that Saudi Arabian place right there. That's where the land, that's where the river is. That's where the land is. That's where the homeland is. Right? Eden?
By the narrow passages of the river.
By the narrow passages of the river.
Verse 44.
In other words, there's parts of town. Those parts of town got rivers. Because people built cities where there's rivers. So they got these rivers that escape on mass at a certain time.
44. For the Most High then showed signs.
No, so amongst the brothers, there was the Most High raised a prophet out of them. Like the Most High raised a prophet out of us right now. Right? The Most High showed them signs. Gave them, there was things that certain brothers amongst them was noticing. That this is that. In other words, the angel of the Lord was leading them out of this place. Keep reading. Because of the Lord, like in Egypt, the Lord respect to them. Because the Lord sees that they trying to go back to the Most High and not these other new guys worshiping the evil spirit, the tiger spirit. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And hell filled the flood.
Rivers are in, rivers are flowing out. So they got crashed, rivers are flowing out. Keep reading. Out of the trees. Keep reading.
Till they passed through.
Keep reading.
Verse 45. For through that country there was a great way to go.
So to get to the land where they wanted to the Americas, there was a great way to go from the Middle East. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Namely, of a year and a half.
A year and a half. And according, we did the calculation. It's to make stops and breaks going around, down under Africa and all that, following the wind path, going by the wind. It does take less than a year and a half to go straight to South America from the Middle East by going under Africa. But you're stopping, you're going to gather resources, renew your raft, the monkey, and your fish, right? So they were stopping in the land of Africa going down as they went. And they went around the whole on the South Africa to come up the Atlantic Ocean because there's wind patterns. Let's get the wind patterns. As a matter of fact, boy, yes, hold on.
And people are calculating, they look at it like an Uber trip. Like they just take an Uber on the boat, straight to America. And they calculate based on that.
Wind back of the sea.
Which is very seasoned to think that people are just gonna take a boat and straight to America and not consider daily things that you encounter in life.
Right.
Or you have children, you have women, you have different things that you got to deal with on a trip.
Right.
Even when you take a road trip going down here to Florida, it might be 13 hours, but you're gonna make it there in 18 hours.
Right.
You might have to get a Tylenol. You might have to go to the bathroom. People don't think practical.
They don't think practical, which is the key word. Okay. Put a map here. Okay. Right here. Up top. If you want to stop right here, right? This image right here, right? Okay. The Euphrates comes out to this place right here. They call this the something Hormuz. This is the wind patterns. Of course, you on a boat, you gotta use sails to go by the wind. The wind, the direction of the water. Can you see it's on land? Oh, we still gotta jump up there. Right, we still gotta jump up there. All right. Right, there we go. Right. So the wind coming out of the Middle East, it all heads downwards. You see what I'm saying? mainly because of all the rivers that flow from here. Because the Lord said that they will have fountains that burst forth water. So they push water out. You see what I'm saying? So they're trying to get to the Americas. According to all the history books, they landed in South America first. The wind pushes down here, right? This is not giving a good one. There's a current that goes here, and the Atlantic Ocean brings them up and across to South America. That will be in the year and a half that we took. Let me see if I can get another one that shows you the wind closer to the bottom down here. So whatever way, but they said the Lord showed them signs of where to go, right? So whatever way they took, this one is not giving the same one out of while. We got different maps with different theories. We got different maps with different theories. Okay, but there's wind patterns where the wind, whatever they head in South America. All right. Okay. No problem. Keep it.
And the same region is called Arsaret.
Arsaret is Hebrew that means land. All right. They found land. And I say, oh, we found land. All right. All right.
46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time.
And then what?
Then dwelt there until the latter time.
What? Then dwelt they there until the later time. So when the white man here, we trying to get here this other way. They go find the other land, right? And there are these other people that was there from then to this last time. Right. Wow. They call them Indians. Indios, Spanish. Wow. Who are you? And then so that's a lie. They came because of Nestor. They Christopher Columbus read the Bible. And they came here looking for them. You see what I'm saying?
What do you call it? People that was very indigenous.
Call them indigenous. Yeah, call them indigenous. Absolutely. Any more there?
And now they shall begin to come.
And now they shall begin to come. Meaning what? The people of Christ, the disciples of Christ, are going to come from those people, according to the Bible. Where did they get from where? From
Then they dwelt there the later time.
They dwelt there the later time. So now, the last days.
And now when they shall begin to come.
And now when they shall begin to come. Come where? Come unto the Most High in Christ. You see what I'm saying? The water goes up. Right? And with that, the class two priests and officers Sorry, Christ. Most High Christ. Lord. Lord.
God, Son, and Christ. Men of Israel, we want to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine, which means to stand. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabra Dum. Yajam Kata, which means hands down. So, the sisters, Imagine. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh hands down. Dismissed. No sign of Christ. We're class. Right there. Shalom, Yahweh, Hashem, Barak. That's what it is. Shalom, right? Yahweh is the Lord's name. Hashem means in